So is it just me, or is there a global crisis of meaning and purposelessness? Because I felt it this week, particularly uncomfortable feeling, and one I'm quite familiar with. And I know many people around me are. When I look out in the world, what's going on, it seems nobody can find purpose. So if this is you, stay tuned, because I'm going to offer you a radical relook at the whole concept of purpose. And perhaps even purpose is not something we need to find, but in fact is the problem itself. Stay tuned. Okay, to get a grip on this thing of purpose and purposelessness, first thing to realize now is that if you're feeling it and feeling frustrated by it, it's not you. It's a global crisis. It is global. Just look out at the news and see what's happening. All the old structures are falling. The pace of change is incredible. On top of that, for me at least, I feel that time is speeding up. 1 minute I'm watching Netflix and it's the evening, and then a short while later it's the next evening and I'm watching Netflix again. Somehow the day just went. So the first thing here is just recognize that it's not you, it is global. Now, the thing that we do is then we try to find purpose. What I'm going to argue here is that this chaos, because it's global, it means that it's not just something random. It means that this is in fact a shift and a global awakening, possibility of global awakening. And if we try to look for purpose, we could end up staying frustrated because there is none to be found right now, or there is none in the way we're used to finding it. Now let's look more closely at purpose, because I'm a life coach, and the whole purpose really of coaching is to do with purpose, helping people find their purpose. I got into life coaching because I couldn't find my own purpose. I thought I had it, then I lost it, then I thought coaching was my purpose, and then that seemed to also fall away. Writing was my purpose, that's fallen away. So I've had many phases of purpose which have all fallen away, which has sometimes increased the pain and increased the search for what is my purpose. Lord, what is my purpose? And what I found is that sometimes there is no purpose, and that can be a good thing. So the reason why we look for purpose is because it performs a psychological function. Now, psychologists and coaches will tell you that purpose is a good thing. They'll help people find purpose. Why? Because it gets you out of bed in the morning. It gets you on the road. It gets you doing stuff. You feel better when you have purpose. A simple thing like going to gym. Say you set a goal, I want to lose weight or want to get fit. You go to gym. It feels better. So I'm not knocking purpose. I'm saying purpose is something very important. Plays a psychological role. And the body likes it, the physique likes it. Purpose gets us out of bed. But who now is waking up full of joy, jumping out of bed because they have an amazing purpose? That's becoming harder to find. Okay, so we can either get very depressed about it, or we can ask what's happening next. And here's where we diverge from psychologists and coaches. Because not all psychologists and coaches, but generally they operate at the level of the mind. The mind, the personality. The personality wants purpose. But the question is, what happens when purpose is no longer there? And the world is so chaotic that there is no purpose. Which is why I'm arguing that we need to let some of those old models go, the old mental model, the old psychological model, the old coaching model of finding purpose, and to just simply be present with what is. What is right now is a breakdown in meaning and purpose. And this is not a problem if you know what's happening. It could be, in fact, a global awakening and a personal awakening. So why do I say it's an awakening? Well, let's look at the structure of purpose. Purpose says that when I do something, it will have an outcome later. This gives us meaning. We are working towards something. It feels great, but look what's happening. We're putting ourselves into time. We're saying subtly that this here is not it, and over there in time is it. So then we can play the game of getting it. It works when there is a purpose, when the illusion holds. But now, my friends, the illusion is shattering all over the place. The illusion of cause and effect and consequence is corrupted. It's falling apart. So we can keep looking for purpose in the future, but what's happening is the shift is bringing us back to the now. The now is where it is. The now is it. Our purpose is the now. So we can say then that the structure of purpose is in fact the structure of suffering, because it puts our aliveness not in the now but in the future. When I get there, I'll have that. It also gives us a role. When I have purpose, I have a role in society. This causes us a lot of pain. It's caused me a lot of pain. Like, I'm a man, I'm supposed to have a career and a role and this and that, and I've lived into various roles, and they've all collapsed in one form or another. And that brings up grief. Grief for lost careers, grief for lost roles. It's not easy being on the outside. So this channel is for outsiders, essentially, which is going to become more and more of us. So if you're feeling on the outside, this is my message, which is you don't have a role, you don't have a purpose. If it's not here now, you don't have them. And that's a good place to be, because role and purpose is the mind. And where the mind is, there's ego. So you can stay in ego searching for it, or you can take the opportunity as an awakening. What is beyond purpose? What is beyond meaning? What is this now? Because who I am is this now. I am not a role. I'm not a person. I'm not any place. I am this. Everywhere and nowhere. All and nothing. That's the invitation where it's asking us to go. But it can be quite hard to get a grip on it, which is why I'm making this video. Let's get a grip on this nowhere place that we're actually going to, that we're actually born to go into, that the world wants us to go into. Because purpose has done many wonderful things, built a whole civilization, but it's built a civilization now that is on the point of collapse. How do we rebuild? How do we build something that looks completely different? Go to the now, the no place, nowhere self. So the problem really here is that we're looking for purpose when there is none to be found, because we are already it. It is already us. We are already complete. It's hard to grasp this, but we're grasping it now. Can you grasp it? I'm already complete. So that was my insight this morning. I was sitting again with this purposelessness, feeling the discomfort. And I had this insight about this now. And what also came to me was like almost like a clear statement that said, is there anything outside of this moment? Now, I'd heard statements like that before from people like Eckhart and whatever, but this time it really like almost physically hit me. There's nothing outside of this moment. That means that the only thing that exists right now is you watching this video. That's all. There's nothing outside of that. You get that? Me now making this video, apparently making this video. That's all there is. There's nothing. There's no past. There's no future. There's no history. There's no nothing. There's no thing for me to find. If it's not here now, it's nowhere. Let that sink in a little bit. That's what came to me this morning. If it's not here now, it's nowhere. And then my feeling of purposelessness dissolved in that moment, because if it's not here now, it's nowhere. It means if there's no purpose here now, it is nowhere, and I'll be a fool to try and look for it. I'll be looking for something that absolutely does not exist. My only work is to be here now. What is now? What is real now? And then your purpose then becomes what is needed in this moment of now. What is needed now? So if you're sitting here watching this, maybe your only purpose right now is sit and watch this. And then when this video ends, it will be now. And the only thing you need to do is what comes to you in that moment to do. So this is living beyond purpose, and this is living from the heart now, because the heart is beyond the mind. Psychologists and coaches won't like this. We put them out of a job. But many psychologists and coaches will work at this level. I'm saying this is heart wisdom, because heart doesn't give you a map. It just tells you what is the step now. And it'll tell you with a little bit of excitement. So what happened with me this morning, with this meditation on purposelessness, feeling discomfort, having this insight, there's no purpose, there's nothing outside of now. And then a little bit later in the day, I had this sense, well, make a video of it. Like just a little spark, like a small little spark. Make this a video. And I thought, okay, that feels right. I'll make a video. Because I must tell you that part of my lack of purpose was simply feeling that, why am I even doing this YouTube stuff if I have 10 people watching maybe? You see, that's the human mind, the ego come in. But now this was telling me, just make it anyway. And that felt right. I'll make it anyway. So right now I'm making this video for whoever watches it. If it's 10 people, that's also fine. It doesn't matter, because that is outside of this moment. There's only this moment. There's nothing outside of that. So can I make this now? Yes, this feels right now. And there's nowhere this is going. The moment you go into where's this going, you're back into human mind, looking for purpose. And there can be a time for that. Yes, you want to plan, but pull yourself back a little bit from that now and again and rest in the now, that this is all there is, that this is complete. How does that feel when I say that? That you're complete now, there's nothing you have to do, and there's no purpose. If no purpose is here, your purpose is to watch this video for as long as you feel excited to watch it. And then do the next thing. Can be scary, can also be liberating. Let's take it one step deeper even. The non-dual twist. We always have a non-dual twist on this program. So when you're feeling without purpose, you can simply watch it, observe it, from your witnessing awareness. And instead of saying, I can't find purpose, or whatever it is, say, I notice what is happening. The feeling of purposelessness arises. The feeling of meaningless, the feeling of hopelessness arises. And then my basic practice, which is always, can I let this be as it is just for now? Which means, am I willing to experience this just for now? Then you sit with it. You literally sit with, I have no meaning, I have no money, I have no, whatever is bothering you, sit with that. So it then becomes just another object in awareness. And in fact, it's also made of awareness. That's the non-dual twist. You don't have to even go that far. Just sit and watch it. So purposeless is not something you have to act on. It's just another sensation in the now. And because there's nothing outside of now, all you have to do is sit and be with that which is most real. What is most real right now is I feel no purpose. My life has no meaning. I feel sad and depressed. That's all. There's nothing outside of this moment of now. So if you feel sad and depressed, that's it. That's all there is. That's all there is. And that's all you have to feel. Don't let anybody tell you have to get rid of your sadness and depression and meaninglessness, all those lovely things. They are appearances in your awareness. And when you sit with it like this and are willing to experience it, it is free to move. And then the next thing comes into the now. You might feel a bit better. You might think, oh, maybe I should take this to therapy, whatever. It'll come in the moment. Oh, there it is. Then you do that. And that's all you're doing. Eckhart, in one of his books, I think the first one, Power of Now, said something like, when you get up, just say you're going over to that table to fetch a cup of tea. Now, all in our minds, we say, I'm going to fetch a cup of tea. But he's saying, no, when you get up, you're just getting up. When you're walking, you're just walking. You pick up a cup of tea, you're picking up. You're not walking back, you're walking. I read it years ago. I didn't sort of, okay, that sounds nice. But now it's real for me. So I'm trying to help it make it real for you, because it's practical. It's going to help you survive this. What are you doing now? What's your purpose? You're watching this video. That's all. There's nothing outside of this moment. Feel sad? That's it. Don't even question it. Just be with it. Just be present with it. That's all I have to do now is be sad. Then see what happens. Because now the willingness, now you step into the observer. And the observer is your true nature. It's that one that's not got a role, it's got no place, gender, anything. So this search for meaning and purpose, if it becomes frustrated, what I want to leave you with is this, that it is not a failure on your part, that it is an invitation to personal awakening. So I hope these words will help you through that. And by the way, if this is landing for you, please do make a comment. Tell us how you're doing with it. How are you working with meaninglessness and purposelessness and demographic collapse and those things? And of course, also do like and subscribe for more. So I'm going to end it there, because I think I've said the main thing of this. So your homework really is just simply to be with it, to know that you are in the right place if you're feeling this crisis, and what's happening is a breakthrough. What's an invitation is for a breakthrough, and you'll get the breakthrough simply by sitting with it, allowing it, letting it arise as a form in your awareness. This purposelessness, this alarm, can I be with it? It's not a problem, it's something arising in your awareness, and you are the one who's witnessing it and also comprising it. In this way, my friends, you will awaken. We will make a new civilization, more compassionate, more knowing, more in harmony, more in the now. No roles needed, just doing what is here now. All right, let's leave it there. Let me know how you're doing in comments.